Hello music lovers, welcome back to the channel. How you doing out there? It's been a while since I've seen you guys. Last time I made a video was called Fantasy Week. I thought shit in the world was going crazy then, but my, how times have changed in just a short period of time. If you take a look at the headlines, you wouldn't believe this is the world that we're living in. All kinds of crazy things happening. Yeah, I really miss the good old days. Remember those, when all we had to do was worry about some contaminated romaine lettuce? Oh yeah, I wish times were more simpler, but I want to make sure that you guys are safe. I want to make sure that you're doing a few things here to be as safe as possible, all right? So the first thing, one of the first things I've learned is that in a situation like this, what people care the most about is how they're going to wipe their ass. I mean, that's some big stuff right there. So just make sure that you've got enough toilet paper. I know for myself, I've got a really big stockpile. As a matter of fact, would you like to see it? I'll show you my toilet paper stash, but don't tell anyone, all right? So let's take a look. Yeah, I've got I'm the envy of my neighborhood, okay? I've got the most toilet paper. I am set, and I hope that you guys still have some time to run out and get some for yourself too. Now, you also want to make sure that you're washing your hands, all right? I mean, that should be a given, okay? Make sure that you're washing your hands really good. And then we got social distancing. Now, this is something that may be new to a lot of people, not something that we really had to do before, so make sure that you got this down right. I want to make sure that my audience knows exactly what this is, okay? I'm going to give you some examples here, okay? This is not social distancing, okay? You do not want to be doing this. I wonder if Aerosmith concerts are ever going to be the same again. Only time will tell. Now, I want to show you this. Now, this is what social distancing should be, okay? So take a look at this. Now, I know this may be strange to some people, but I know for me and a lot of other guys, we've been doing this anyway, all right? So no problems there. Now, if you do decide to break these social distancing rules, make sure you don't do it in Italy, okay? They seem to be taking things very, very seriously there. You don't want to get your ass flamed, all right? Now, as for me, I take social distancing very, very seriously, and I want to show you what I'm trying to stay away from as much as possible. It may not work for everybody, but I find that it keeps your stress level lower. There's a lot less fear, so everything is good there. And plus, no matter how much social distancing you do, let me just tell you right now, you are never going to beat this guy, okay? This guy has the record and you're never going to beat him, so don't even try. All right, so one last thing that you want to make sure that you're doing on top of washing your hands and having enough toilet paper and the social distancing, you want to do whatever it is that Keith Richards is doing. Now, I don't know what that is, but he seems to have survival down to a T, so be sure to follow Keith. Now, I just want to take this time to clear up some rumors here, okay? I want to let you know that this whole viral thing did not get started by somebody eating bat soup in China, okay? That is a bullshit story. How do I know that? Because we know that eating bats doesn't make this happen. Ozzy Osbourne ate the head off a fucking bat back in the 80s, didn't start a world pandemic. And by the way, if you're wondering about Ozzy, he is following the rules just fine. He'll be okay. Now, I know a lot of people out there are having some money issues, can't pay your rent, can't pay your mortgage. Maybe you lost your business or your life savings. Don't worry about it. If you've got some money, you can give it to Vinnie Vincent. That's right, the former guitarist for Kiss. Yeah, he's still out there trying to take your money. For $9,500, you can buy an autographed merchandise pack. That's right, nearly $10,000 out the window to this fucking freak. How about that? And, for you diehard Vinnie Vincent fans who want to get together with him again, some more private events, don't worry about it. As soon as they ease up on the social distancing and allow groups of 10 people, that guy is back in business. Now, this whole pandemic may change a lot of things that we're used to going forward. That's right, album covers may never be the same. Look at this. These album covers need to set a good example of how we should be in public going forward. So we may see some really big changes. Even, one of our most favorite beers may never be the same again. I don't know. Now, something else that really might be in for a change, I'm trying to think ahead here, is pickup lines. I mean, they may never be the same again. I mean, here's some of the ones that we may be looking at going forward. Hey, baby, you come within 6 feet of here often? Or how about this one? Is that Purell you're wearing? And then there's my favorite, and you know why it's my favorite. Hey, baby, you want to see my toilet paper stash? Now, I do have some bad news for you. Maybe it's not that bad. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony is not going to be held on time. It has been rescheduled to sometime later in the fall, I think in November. But, maybe this isn't bad news for everyone. I know for myself, I kind of liken it to maybe having a foot surgery that's been put off. So, maybe for some of you, it's not that big a deal. And you know what? Things could be a whole lot worse. I mean, think about it. We could be in much deeper shit, so try to see the bright side, all right, folks? But you know what I'm thankful for? I'm just glad that I got my burrito blanket before the shit hit the fan, all right? And to put some perspective on everything here, maybe to help make you feel better, if you took a look at the number of people who are infected or maybe passed away versus the general population of any city, state, or country, or even the world, 99.99% of everyone is going to be okay. And how certain is that? I mean, well, to try to give you some perspective, it's kind of like how certain we were that Motley Crue was going to get back together once they signed that cessation of touring agreement. And look what happened to that. So maybe that'll help you feel a little bit better. The last time I had any real problem with a virus, I mean, it goes way back. I think it was Windows 95. Yeah, and it's funny how Bill Gates, he took care of the problem then, and he'll take care of the problem now too, guys, so don't worry about it. Now, things are getting crazy when bands from the 70s are scoring #1 hits. The band Ace has their first #1 hit with How Long. The song's been out for 45 years. Even Bob Dylan just put out his first new music in years, went all the way to #1 for the first time for him. And not only that, the song is 17 minutes long. Are you hearing me? Bob Dylan, 17 minutes long, #1. Now, what is that all about? Well, the song is about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, which shook the world, especially those living here in the United States. It's a very timely song, a lot of truth in it, something we don't get a whole lot of these days. Anyway, I hope you guys are being safe. I want you to open your mind, question everything, and I will see you again soon, all right? So take care.